This is McDan and his jury. A powerful self-made investor worth millions. Tonight, they will make or break the dreams of budding entrepreneurs. McDan is ready to invest using his own money, but only in the right person with the right idea. In these toughest economic times, McDan is the last chance for budding entrepreneurs to get the financial backing they desperately need. The entrepreneur must convince McDan and his jury to invest the full amount they are asking for or walk away with nothing. This show is brought to you by 10 Ghana and Active Media and is supported by McDan Foundation, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, Ministry of Business Development, GIMPA, CIMG and Page 83 Concepts.
My name is Emmanuel Ashale Jani, a team member of Sea Pig Farm, located in Pamprang, in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana. We are into a piggery establishment. We sell pork to people. Our farm size is not big enough, so it's making it difficult for us to bring the store investment package into existence. We came into the McDan challenge in order to present our case, and we realized that this is a good venture for each and everyone.
Our expectation is to have a good interaction with the judges.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel, presenting the concept of Sea Pig Farm. Domedo, Brad Charles, Kui, just to mention a few. These are names given to pork by pork lovers. But did you know that the country is not currently able to meet its pork demand? That is to say, local farmers are currently producing 20,000 tons annually, but they import 10 times of that amount into the country. Hence, the country is losing about $474,000 annually. Now, why is this so? Realize that this as a result of high cost of feed. Farm ingredients like maize, which are used in making pig feed, are competed on by human beings, the poultry industry, and then the fish feed industry as well. We also realize that there is no effective communication between the demand and supply of the local pork demand in Ghana. So as Sea Pig Farm, we settled on this problem, that there is inconsistency in the supply of pork in Ghana because of a high cost of feed, and then there is inconsistency in the production of this pork by the local farmers. Now, as a solution, we plan to solve this by introducing a new system of farming, which is going to make available pork all year round at a very affordable price for our customers. Firstly, we are going to set up a very well-structured system that's going to produce pork quantities to meet the prevailing market demand. Secondly, we are going to crack the code of feeding by producing our own feed. We are also going to supplement feed for pigs by using fodder. This is just sprouted grains, which is very easy to grow, very high nutritious, and very affordable to feed our pigs. Now, what are our products? Our products are mainly sales of live pig, fresh pork, and then the store investment package. Now, this is the part I like because it involves money. Now, store investment package gives an individual an opportunity to invest into one pig and get 3 pigs at the end of a maturity period of 7 months. Now, with the store investment package, we measure the units in 10 kilos. So an individual invests in 10 kilo worth of pork or live pig, and he's getting an equivalent of either 30 kilos at the end of a maturity period of 7 months, or 27 kilo worth of fresh pork, or a cash equivalent of 390 Ghana cedis. So that is making a profit of about 74 Ghana cedis. That's equivalent to 23.4%. Now, our market size, we have a total addressable market, which is a total consumption in West Africa, being $53 billion annually. We have our serviceable market, which is Ghana, currently hitting $580 million. We're targeting only 10% of that, and we are focusing on Greater Accra for a start. Now, we have targeted customers like individuals, sheep channelers, corporate organizations, and meat processing companies like sausage, which we are going to sell our products to. We have companies that are already willing to work with us. We have Hotel Mirage and Resorts, POG Office, and some schools that are willing to start this package with us. We also have a 4.5 acre plot in Pampram, where we plan to start 1,000 peak capacity. We plan to hit up to 5,000 peak capacity by 2025. Now, we need $72,000 to start this project, where we are going to invest 28% of that amount into farm structure. We're going to take 45% of that amount into farm operations. Then the remaining 27% is going to go into administrative expenses and then customer acquisition. Now, we as Pig Farm, we say we're giving you value for your money. We are going to make available pork at the lowest cost for consumers. We are also meeting some SDG goals like SDG Goal 1 and Goal 9. We're giving the normal customer the opportunity to go to a wache seller and not only have to choose between egg, chicken, and then meat, but have a choice in pork option. We're also going to give our parents the opportunity to get a choice in pork option when they go to the major markets, not to only settle for beef or goat meat just because of their cost. So we at Pig Farm, we say we give you a new choice in pork option. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure exactly what you're in the business of. Are you in the business of pig farming? You're in the business of feed production, or you're an investment vehicle?
Our main product is the investment, but this investment is going to go into our farm. We already have a farm which is of a capacity of 300 pigs, also located in Pampram. We want to scale up, but our main package is our soy investment package, giving the opportunity for people to be able to invest and get returns in the equivalent of live pig, pork, or monetary value.
And what background do you have in finance?
So I'm offering a Bachelor of Science degree in finance, currently level 200 in Gimpa here.
So what are some of the risks associated with this? Because if you have it, because I have invested in this business before, and in 2 years I lost everything.
Such issues hit us most of the time when we're doing our research. We realize that an act of God could come just devastate everything in the farm. Mm-hmm. But we have an insurance package to insure the farm. With this money, we are going to invest in a farm which is going to have all that it needs to be a very stable farm. Hence, we'll get the capacity to acquire a very effective insurance package to insure the farm. Now, anyone investing into our farm is going to be assured to have his monetary returns, whether there is any disaster or not.
Have anybody invested in it so far?
Currently, we have some offers, but we're still working on the one or two to launch the product.
I think your idea is interesting. I think you've identified a problem quite well, and certainly the feed issue is an interesting solution. But don't you think perhaps that the investment side of things is maybe much further down the line once you've proven yourselves?
So you need constant money to make sure that you're able to at least secure food for the pigs.
Yeah, $72,000 is quite a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, so with this, we are going to start 1,000 farm capacity. And if we can use this new method of feeding and then take advantage of economic of scale, we can produce pork at a very lower cost.
Yeah,
so
that's
he's
a good
advising
that's
a solution.
That is a
so
good
produce
solution.
the pork and sell, instead of you saying that people should invest in the risk.
This further, has it been proven?
It's currently massively being used in South Africa, but it depends on how you use it. Some people use it to supplement their feed, so you have them using maybe 50-50. Some people use it full time.
Find what they're doing interesting. The investment vehicle side is, I think, way down the line.
I think you're down the right track. There needs some more work on this.
Okay.
Emmanuel and Tim,
Yes, sir.
I like your concept, but I'm not so convinced about the technical part of the farming. But let me move to the investment point. How much do I need to invest to get a kilo of pork?
Okay, so we're starting with a minimum of 10 kilo.
So I need to invest 10 kilos.
Yes.
How do I get my pork?
After a maturity period of 7 months, with the platform that we'll be coming up with, you can order for your pork and it will be delivered to you.
So you have a platform that if I invest, my pork will be delivered to me.
Based on request. That is, you have an option to either come for it yourself or have it delivered to you. Or if it's monetary value, you have it transferred to you to an account favorable to you.
I don't see any veterinarian in your team.
This is our brother here, who is currently the farm manager. He has had experience, over 14 years experience, and currently he manages our farm. Based on this research, we are working with a university farm, currently with Professor Adjololo, who is a research fellow at the university farm.
If you have over 300 pigs now, how much one pig is sold for?
400 Ghana, 500 Ghana.
If you sell 250 pigs by 500, you get 120,000. You don't need money. The 50 pigs in a year supposed to produce you on the average of 15 births twice a year. Within a year, you have 1,500 pigs with 50 pigs. Am I right? Yet you have 125,000 in your bank account. Yet you have another 450 acres acquired already. So what do you need money for?
It's so that we have this big capacity. But like I said again, you imagine you have this easily.
You're calling for investors.
Yes.
And you have 300 pigs. Why don't you sell 250? Form part of your investment money you're looking for. Your 50 pigs left can give you 1,500 pigs within a year. On the average, pig can give birth to about 30, 25, right? At a go, and they give birth twice a year. Am I right?
Yeah, it's actually
so you have 1,500 pigs. What do you need money for?
Now, the state of our farm.
Okay, you know what?
Yes, sir.
I will keep you in the contest.
Okay.
To qualify for the next stage. But I don't think you need money. If what you are telling us is true, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir.
We met our expectation. It was so a great experience, and we are able to sell our product, our brand to them, and they really abide to that.
This show is brought to you by 10 Ghana and Active Media and is supported by McDan Foundation, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, Ministry of Business Development, GIMPA, CIMG, and Page 83 Concepts.
My name is Joshua Sapon. I'm from J Shoes. We are located in Koforidua. We produce shoes for men, women, and children. It all started after national service. We realized the high rates of unemployment. I started with my partner, we registered the business and got the brand name James. We are in the McDan Entrepreneurship Challenge to seek for funding to help us scale up our business, then also create a wider market for our shoes and experience the exposure and the network that comes our way. To the jury, before I start, we want to show us some of our samples to you before I start. Have you ever wondered that shoes can be made by human hands, just as Ben Carson stated in his book, Gifted Hands? That is what our gifted hands can do. My name is Joshua Sapon.
My name is Joseph Nilantes.
And we are from J Shoes. J Shoes produce shoes for men, women, and children. Our product line includes brogues, Oxfords, boots, like myself and Mr. Simon Turner is wearing today, double monk shoes like what Dr. Daniel Macaulay is wearing today. It all started after national service because of the high rate of unemployment. We realized we had the passion for shoemaking, so we wanted to do something for ourselves. We sat down and got the brand name J's. Then we registered the business. Our target includes the direct and indirect customers. There's high demand for our products. Then also, there's fierce competition coming from Horseman Shoes, Hail the World, Hail Bill, Tough Man Shoes. That is why our business model is our beachhead strategy, which is this our kit foot line. We are able to get about 50 demand in a month, but because of lack of funds, we are able to produce 7 for them. That is why we are seeking for $100,000, of which 50% will be used in acquiring our production units, machinery, and the operational costs. 25% will be used for intense marketing, packaging, and rebranding of our products, of which the remaining 25% will be used in securing our showrooms. This is J Shoes. We're proud to make you walk in comfort and luxury. Thank you.
How much is it? How much does this cost?
This is 150 cedis.
The price for the kits?
50 cedis.
There's fierce competition. What makes yours special or different?
Okay, we are very creative in our designs. And then also we pay particular attention to the finish of our product. And we use recycling tires. Then second-hand materials rejected in the market. We mold them back with the use of our last. into something special.
So you're talking about for the base of the shoe, you're using recycled tires. Yep. Is anyone else doing that?
Currently, it's the leading brand in Africa, Cerebrals.
So now this is not leather, right? This is a plastic sort of.
This is a mirror leather. The middle one is a sneak leather.
But it's not natural leather. It's
not natural. Synthetic.
It's synthetic. That's what I meant. Yes,
Yes,
this is all synthetic. Okay.
You still saw your raw materials in Ghana?
We have supplies, but then she buys them in Italy and supplies them in the market.
So the raw materials are coming from Italy?
Yes, please. Some are coming from Italy, but the supply is in Ghana.
So at the moment your demand is 50 per month and you're selling 7.
Sometimes we get 50 people order, but because we don't have the money to buy the materials in bulk, we are not able to produce for them on time.
Yeah.
So for the 50, we are not able to produce for the 50. We are able to meet seven of them.
If this is 150, yeah, what percentage is your margin?
50%.
Okay. My issue is you're asking for $100,000. Why did you pick that figure? Is it because the competition is that amount?
Based on our financials and the kind of money that we need to call out on a full scale in regards to our machinery and our production, based on those, on the total cost, that's what made us get up to that.
So $50,000 of equipment, what are you buying?
Currently, we don't have a very station production unit. So we want to get a very proper station production unit.
How much the production units cost?
On our financials was 30,000.
30,000 US dollars.
Yes, please.
Your finishing and presentation, for me, leaves much to be desired.
That's why we said we are going to rebrand ourselves, pay particular attention to our finishing.
At the moment you're here and you want to be like over here with 100,000, the leap is just too huge for me.
If you're making 7 shoes, each of those 7 shoes should be of high quality.
Yes, because you aren't doing that.
And it's not.
Yeah.
And you said that what makes you different is that you take particular care.
Yes.
So if this is your version of taking particular care,
Then
should we be worried?
Because handcrafted shoes are supposed to be of utmost quality
Exactly. I mean,
compared to mass production.
you pick the ones that are absolutely perfect, and then you only show those
This one
to us.
is
Exactly.
almost perfect.
Quality is an issue.
Not-
Not for me.
not ready.
Not for me.
Nope.
You're not ready for
I think you're not
investment.
ready.
You cannot make it to the next stage. Sorry. Go and prepare and come next time.
Expectations were not met. The way forward is for us is the judgment we got there. We're going to work on them and make ourselves better.
This show is brought to you by 10 Ghana and Active Media and is supported by McDan Foundation, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, Ministry of Business Development, GIMPA, CIMG, and Page 83 Concepts.
My name is Awafo Augustine, the CEO of Safe Electric Consult. We provide electrical wiring services on domestic, commercial, and industrial basis. So we are into this competition to get the funding to expand our market, get the whole Ghanaian market. My name is Awafo Augustine, and I'm with my colleague here, Samuel. We are presenting on Safe Electric Consult. I just want to create this scenario. As we are just here, if we hear a shout, fire, 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 what is going to be our next reaction? Why do I ask this? Fire outbreak has been a rampant issue in Ghana, and statistics shows that for the past decade, from 2000 to 2013, about 11,000 fire outbreaks occurred within that period. And out of this fire outbreak, it resulted in about 1 billion Ghana cedis loss in financial value. Only in the year 2013, there was about a lot of fire outbreaks, which resulted to a loss of about 340,000 Ghana cedis. So this is a lot of money that is going wasted as a result of fire outbreaks. Safe Electric Consult seeks to solve this problem, and statistics shows that most of these fire outbreaks as a result of improper electrical wiring services, and then the inability of the customers or the clients to use the wired electrical service in the right way. At Safe Electric Consult, what we seek to do is that we want to address this challenge, saving the economy from the huge sum that goes wasted as a result of fire outbreaks. So we are providing professional electrical wiring services on domestic, commercial, and industrial basis to solve the problem of fire outbreaks. Our service is so unique in a sense that after we do the wiring services for you, We train the customer on how to use the wired service we have done for you. We teach you the best precautions to observe. Not only that, because if we give you a wired of a big apartment and we just give you verbal education, you'll forget it. So we add you a manual. The manual also stipulates safety precautions to be observed. Then we also give you as wire diagram. That tells every professional electrical engineer who comes to work on it how the wiring is done. And then also we add pictorial views because the customer might not be electrically oriented. So the customer might not be able to understand as wire diagram, that's the electrical view. So we also add pictorial ones to give the customer a brief knowledge of how the wiring is done. So with this, we believe that it will go a long way to solve this problem of fire outbreaks to some level. And then also, this business is able to create a lot of employment for youth. So with Safe Electric Consult, every wiring service that we do, if you get a contract that employs about 10 people, it's able to generate about 500 Ghana cedis a day. So working for a month, we are able to generate about 10,000 Ghana cedis. So now we are looking for funding that will be able to sell ourselves to the whole Ghanaian populace so that we'll be able to get more contracts. And our market is large because we see that there are a lot of real estate businesses.
That's the question. So you are basically electrical contractors.
Yes.
So what is special about what you are providing?
With the normal electrical wiring services that people are offering, we are adding a unique value of adding a manual to the client and then training. We are also seeking to train other electricians on the best practices of electrical wiring, then get them to also come on board in any contract that we.
Are you already in this business?
Yes, we just started this year. So
how many homes have you done, or how many work have you done so far?
Currently, in partnership with our technical head, we've been able to execute about 4 contracts.
And how much profit did you make from that?
The first contract was about a 4-bedroom house, which gave us a net profit of about 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Do you know that most of the problems associated with electrically induced fires basically might not be directly due to the wrong wiring, but has to do with the quality of the product?
Yes.
What are you asking for?
100,000 Ghana cedis.
100,000 Ghana cedis?
Yes.
For marketing.
And what are you going to use?
So
just to market?
No, not only to market. Currently, we are looking at getting an office because currently we don't have an office that we are operating.
So 100,000 for an office? And
not only the office. We are also looking at getting a van, like a pickup, that we'll be using for our service. And then we want to secure, as he was talking about the cable, we want to secure quality electrical gadgets, like the cables and the other materials. So that anytime we get a contract, we are able to use those cables to work for our client.
And so far,
what you need is not money, you need mentoring. I build a lot of houses. I pay my electrical engineers 60% in advance. They buy the material with my money. They charge me for labor, I pay them. I've never visited any of their offices before. I've never inspected any of their vehicles before. Some of them comes to my site in taxis. So why are you here? So what you need is not money you need guidance. So the McDan Entrepreneurial Challenge will show you the way, how to structure your business, right? And make the money you want to make. Thank you very much. You cannot make it to the next stage.
Our expectations were not really met because we meant to go forward to the next stage, but it seems like we're not really very coordinated in front of the judges.
This show is brought to you by 10 Ghana and Active Media and is supported by McDan Foundation, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, Ministry of Business Development, GIMPA, CIMG and Page 83 Concepts.
My name is Alassane Hamza, the CEO of Alcoa Butter Company Limited. Alcoa Butter Company Limited is located in Nashia in West Mamprisi District. The main aim of the business is to set up a shea butter processing plant in order to process shea butter and export. So it is in the light of this that I am in the McDan Entrepreneurship Challenge. Hello, my name is Alassane Hamza, the CEO of Alcoa Butter Company Limited. Alcoa Butter Company Limited is a startup shea butter production and sale business, which will be located in Nashia in the West Mamprisi District. The mission of the business is to produce shea butter and sell shea butter. And our vision is to become a leader in shea butter production and the sale of shea butter in Ghana. Our objectives are that we want to create jobs in our area. We want to enhance and then create more income and also create wealth for our community members. We want to add value to the local produce. So we will need to establish a firm that would adopt modern tools and technologies to move away from the use of firewood. First of all, we want to establish a small processing plant for a start. And this processing plant will need some machines. First, we need a shea butter crusher to be able to crush the shea nut into chips. Then once you crush it, you need a roaster to roast it. You need a grinding mill to process it into a paste. So we need to buy a grinding mill. Then you need to knead it. If you go to northern Ghana, then you see women using their hands to beat the paste in order to produce the shea butter. And this is very exhausting and it's not efficient. So that is why we're adopting the machines in order to knead it. I mean, the yield per kilogram of shea nut is very high, so it's very efficient. Then from the kneading process, it is then boiled. So we need some materials to be able to boil the substance. And once you boil it, you decant it and allow it to solidify into what we call the shea butter. But the process doesn't stop there because we need to add value to differentiate our product. So we need a shea butter clarifier in order to clarify the butter and make it very smooth and soft. So in all, these are the major machines, and we need about 300 bags of shea nut to be able to start. And this will cost us 30,000 Ghana cedis because a bag is 100 cedis. We'll also need an additional 10,000 as an operating cash. So in all, our overall budget is 102,920 Ghana cedis. And when we get this amount, every day we'll be processing 5 bags of shea nut, and we yield 225 kilograms of shea butter because on the average, a bag of shea nut will produce 45 kilograms of shea butter. So on the average, you have 225 kilograms of shea butter in a day, and we'll be producing 4 days in a week. So the first production year, we would have been able to process 960 bags of raw shea nut, and this will give us 43,200 kilograms of shea butter. And by our current projection, a kilogram of shea butter is sold for 5 Ghana cedis. So in the first production year, we'll be able to make a gross sales of 216,000 Ghana cedis. And our projection indicates that our expenses for the first year of production would have been 226,420 Ghana cedis.
Doesn't mean the expenses more than the...
Yes, because for the first year, we'll make a loss of 10,420 Ghana cedis for the first year. So we might not be able to break even in the first year. But in the second year, gross sales would have moved to 226,800 Ghana cedis. And our expenses would have come down because we will not be investing in the processing plant again, only variable cost. And that will give us a total expenses of 187,600 Ghana cedis. So the net income for the second year would have been 39,200 Ghana cedis.
I mean, for me, this sounds good, but it's theory, and it's a little worrying when you haven't actually done it before. You understand the worry?
My mother sold shea butter for me to go to school. So I know how the market looks like. I know the production processes. I know the risk and the threats involved in the shea butter businesses.
What's going to be different from yours? And there are people who have also added value to the shea butter, not the raw state.
Actually, the shea butter market is growing and increasing. Normally, we package it into boxes, and each box contains 25 kilograms of shea butter. If the box is sold for 225 Ghana cedis, I can vary it, make it 30 kilograms for a start in order to attract more customers.
What's your sales strategy?
We want to sell to commercial buyers, mostly who buy in large quantities and export. That is what we want to do for a start.
Alasan.
Yes, sir.
How much money do you need?
102,920 Ghana.
So just say 103,000.
Convince me why you need that money in 1 minute.
I need that money because a lot of people in my area are not employed. So I need to set up this processing plant.
Though there's a social intervention here, I'm expecting you to convince me that if I give you that money, you make profit, but rather you choose the social aspect.
Yeah, in addition to that.
You are having a very interesting area, but as the judges say, it's more of a theory. Unfortunately, I am tempted to keep you in the competition.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Before I entered, I was very nervous. And when I entered, I was able to compose myself and deliver my idea. And in the end, my expectations were met.
This show is brought to you by 10 Ghana and Active Media and is supported by McDan Foundation, National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Plan, Ministry of Business Development, GIMPA, CIMG, and Page 83 Concepts.
I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Buy all of the things I never had.